Hey everybody. So, happy Tuesday. I want to show you guys the sunset real fast. Let me see if I can. I was like, carefully veer over to the side of the road. Look at how pretty that is. And I'm back, and oh my god, this stand is all right. Okay. So I might have to take this from doing this. Stop. Well, I possibly go and get a new stand or figure out how to make my stand stay. Because it is not. So yeah. Whew. It's Tuesday. I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of the reason why you did not hear from me to and from personal training is because I was listening to the same song on repeat. Yeah. Only a little bit ashamed. It's a good song, okay? Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so, tomorrow is Veterans Day. Make sure you go and thank a veteran. Mine's easy. I just get to go up to my dad and poke him a few times and say thank you for your service. My job's easy. And of course I said happy Veterans Day. They start with V's. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Happy Veterans Day to the dad I work for because he's also a veteran. So yeah. Oh, and this morning I had it. Okay, you didn't fall. Good. I had to do it. I tried Wendy's breakfast. I tried their breakfast Baconator, and I gotta say it was actually pretty good. So, pleasantly surprised. Will I make a habit of doing that? Hex to the nose. I'm doing good. I mean, granted, I still eat things that I like to eat that I probably shouldn't eat, but I eat it a lot less. Especially right now while I'm trying to get my body on track, which, like, it's definitely it is definitely doing a lot better. But again, I'm having to work off, like, all of the weight I've ever had as a child and as an adult, so whatever. Might need to brush my hair since I went to bed. Actually, no, it's not that bad. It's just really curly right now, which sometimes it'll dry really curly, other times it'll dry really straight. It's the problem if it also depends on how I sleep, which apparently it's really curly. Apparently how I slept makes it really curly. But it's really soft, which I appreciate right now. And actually not that tangled. So, yay! I can probably throw it up in a braid for jiu-jitsu tonight then. There's this guy who has his sides shaved at my jiu-jitsu gym in the center, and he has it French braid on the top going down. It's really nice. I was talking to him about it last time. He doesn't know how to do it himself though. So you just get used to it. It's muscle memory with your fingers. I braid my hair all the time. I like to try to French braid it around the back along the side, which is obviously a bit harder to do. Okay, there are a few tangles. That's what happens when you sleep with your hair down, but I can't sleep with my hair up unless it's in a braid or something, and I don't want to do that every night. Alright, sorry. There's something I wanted to actually talk about, but now I'm getting distracted by my hair. Which, like, look how long it is. It looks a lot drier on camera than it actually is. I don't know why. It's actually not dry. Like, in that, like, crispy straw way. Especially since I started using the nicer products. It's actually quite soft. Okay. That's better. Oh, I did a thing. And I don't know how I feel about the thing that I did. a dating site. This one is a little bit, oh God, this one is a little bit different than the other ones that I've tried. Their paying stuff is more expensive. But I figured, why the heck not, right? So I did it. And I've been on for 2 days, and I already have a match. So, good for the ego. I appreciate it. But yeah. I probably just wasted it, because I originally did the free thing, and then there's a couple things that I wanted to be able to do that I can't do on the free version. You have to pay for it. So I was like, alright, I'm doing the cheapest level. And the cheapest level was already pretty expensive, but you know what? Hopefully it's worth it. It probably isn't. Mainly because I'm not good online. I'm a very sarcastic person by nature, in case you haven't picked up on that yet. So that's harder to do. My tone, I have tonal issues. People never understand my tone of voice. Even sometimes when I'm just talking to them, like verbally, they still won't understand what my tone is saying. Like, I'll have the wrong tone apparently. And through text, that just makes it so much harder. And causes a lot of issues. And then I also just not the biggest fan of having to do this with my thumbs all day. I prefer to do this with my mouth all day. So, you know. Jesus, my mind lives in the gutter. I'm sorry. I even said it and I was like, wow, that sounds really, yeah, whatever. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's try to see if we can get this bad boy up. Or at least, ooh, I got a hairband. Which, yeah, this is going to have to do because I think I'm about to get the light. Ugh. I'm smart. Okay. Ooh. Jesus. I swear to God, I am something else. Okay, hopefully that at least keeps it up. Ooh, I got time. Okay. That's not gonna stay. This is definitely not gonna stay. I don't have a head shape for headbands. It annoys me. Because I have a lot of headbands that I think are really super duper cute, but I can never wear them the way that I would like to. My head just isn't shaped for it. I love how all the slow cars in front of me today are turning left very quickly, so I have no slow people in front of me. Whee! Okay, I'm gonna roll my windows because I'm going fast. So yeah. I have off tomorrow, so I signed up for a personal training appointment, which my personal trainer appreciated, because even though I prepaid for like 99% of my sessions, and that's not an exaggeration. Literally, I only pay for one session a month nowadays, because I prepaid all of it before when I had to stop personal training due to having my tonsils removed and my personal trainer leaving. So he doesn't get the money until I actually have the appointment, and numbers are going up again, so people are have stopped showing up again and stopped scheduling, so he's not getting as much money again. Oh no, God, Jesus, seriously? Ah! Ow, that hurt my throat. That was not a good choice. Oh. You got a great shot of my face there. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. There we go. That was the money shot right there. Oh, okay. Don't worry. Sorry, this wasn't the fridge. Much better. I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted by having to deal with a stand. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, I remember. So I was like, well, I'm off on Wednesday. I might as well, right? Getting an extra day of working out, and he gets more money. Win-win. Which I also decided once I finish class, which my movement class ends in January. Yeah. I'm going to do every third Wednesday something. So it's going to be every third Wednesday is going to be like, it's going to be personal training, jiu-jitsu off, personal training, jiu-jitsu off. Because there's a place I can go for Wednesday jiu-jitsu classes. And then on the Wednesdays that I take off, I will go to the all women's class on the weekends at my jiu-jitsu gym. So yeah. Which I'm looking forward to. One, because that means every third Wednesday I have off. Which means there's one day a week I get to come home from work and not worry about anything. That sounds so blissful. Because like that's my problem, is I don't have, so when I get home I don't have much time between getting home from work and personal training. I have a good amount of time between getting home and jiu-jitsu and having to leave for jiu-jitsu, but then when I get home from jiu-jitsu it's lights out. I get home between 9:30 and 10, depending on how long I also stay after to talk to everybody. And then they do things after class too, like they have open mat after class and they roll, and I'm like, I'm not there yet. I got too early in mornings. I gotta go home and get ready for bed. Plus I gotta put the pets away. So yeah. And then Wednesday with class, Wednesday with class, it's like right in the middle, so I don't have much time from when I get home, especially because like for some reason I can't eat dinner before that class. It makes my tummy really upset. So like I can't eat dinner before that class. I have to wait for dinner until after personal training as well. But I can't have dinner before jiu-jitsu, which is nice. Hold on. I'm going in between. Okay. There's a small gap in between light changing and people heading my direction. My frizzy bangs. Which is nice. But like, it's just, part of the reason why like I lovingly don't have a life. And like I'm okay with that to a certain extent, but it does make it hard to meet people. It does make it hard to do other things that I wish I had the time to do. And I don't. And granted, I'm doing something that I love and something that is to better myself. And again, and here's the thing, is I already have a metabolism high enough to not gain weight. Because that's the thing, because I gained maybe a little bit of weight a couple of years ago that made it so I couldn't fit into the pants that I had been wearing since 8th grade. I've had pants that I've been able to fit into for just about a decade. And then I finally grew out of them a little bit, and I'm talking about like a little bit, and also they got a little too short for me. So that means I did grow up a little bit, a teeny tiny bit in a decade. Not enough for the doctors to officially change my height to what I say it is, but besides the point. Yeah, I don't care. I will not lie about my age. Although lately I have been getting confused about my age because it's on the eve of my birthday. And I basically just started saying that I'm already a year older than I am. Because by the point anything important happens, I will be that age. I will be, yeah. So I'm like, I got December. Yeah, no, I basically just have the rest of December and that little beginning part of January left of being this age. And the rest of November. But like, my birthday is January 10th and it's November 10th, so I don't even have to worry about like any other days before November. So literally just the rest of November, all of December, and 9 days in January before my birthday. So but once I get in a place where I don't want to say happy, I am happy where I'm at now, happier I guess. But when I reach the goals that I have for my body physically, then I'd feel more comfortable like cutting back a little bit and everything else like that. Because again, I've had no problem in my life maintaining my weight. It's just the stubborn baby fat that won't go away. And it is baby fat. I've had it literally all my life. It won't go away. So I'm just trying to kick my body into high gear and get it off, because I'm not a baby anymore. And I'll feel better. And that's the thing is, and I hate it when people say fat as a bad word. Fat is not a bad word. Being fat is not a bad thing. And I'm not upset that I have as much fat on my body as I do. This is gonna sound kind of bad. I guess what I'm annoyed is like, because I've tried, and this is my case. This is me specifically. I am not saying this has to do or how I judge anybody else. This is me judging myself. This is me, myself, and I only. So you do not fit into this equation. Neither does anybody else I know or you know. But like I've tried to lose weight even when I was younger, and I've even tried to gain weight, which is why I know like I'm not really gonna gain any weight. And I guess that's a part of me that's annoyed, is because I didn't work for it. It's just been there, and it doesn't go away, and it doesn't get any bigger. It's just been there, and that annoys me because there's nothing I can do to. There's like, obviously there's something I'm trying to do that to change it, but there's been nothing I can do to change it, to not even get bigger. So like I can't get bigger, I can't get smaller, and that stasis bothers me. And it's like, well, I feel like I'd be more comfortable with my weight if I had gained it. Like I made the choices to have this weight on my body, but I didn't, and there's nothing. And I even I tried to gain more just to see what would happen, and it didn't happen. But I also, when I tried to make the choices to lose it, oh god, I wouldn't lose it either. So it's just the fact that like nothing has changed is what bothers me. I hate that my body has been in this stasis for so long and has been in this state for so long. So I don't know. I'm trying. But yeah, it's kind of like how I feel about my credit card debt. I didn't actually rack up all my credit card debt. There was an issue with the bank, but you know banks. There's an issue between the bank and when I try to switch credit cards over, and basically I couldn't use the old one, and I couldn't really pay off the old one either. Like put any money towards the old one. It kind of just froze, other than the fact that I kept racking up interest. So then I was trying to use my new one and had a little bit of money on my new one, and then that one kind of got frozen. It just kind of racked up interest for a little bit, and then the amount and the interest on top of it combined onto one card, and it was just too much for me to pay off. And I haven't been able to get it down low enough for me to get to an interest rate where I can make more than I occasionally have to take out. And like, that's not to say that I'm actually taking out that much. I don't. I never use my credit card except for occasionally to get gas or like a really small purchase. And I do put money on it every month. But interest is a killer, man. And that's the thing that I hate about my credit card debt. Like, it would have been different if I spent all of that money. If I spent all of the money, by all means, then yeah, I gotta pay it off. It's fine. Like, my choices, my fault. But I did not choose this body. Nor did I choose my credit card debt. Like, that's the annoying thing, is I racked up all this credit card debt and I literally didn't get anything out of it. Sorry. I know I can't control everything, but I hate it when I make choices and my choices don't make a difference. When I make choices to try to change something and it just, or yeah. I got things I gotta work through. I know. I'm okay. I'm working through it. But also, and I know, like, my dad would always quote Legally Blonde to me when he kept trying to get me to start working out. Because I suffer from depression and anxiety. I'm very open about that. Also PTSD. Gonna throw that little nugget in there too. But he would always quote the whole Legally Blonde thing of like, happy people don't kill people. Like, working out makes you happy, and the endorphins and everything else like that. And I was even talking to my personal trainer about it last night, and I know I brought it up here. Like, I never thought I'd be somebody who goes to the gym this much, but gosh diggly darn it, if they weren't right, it does make me feel better. And a lot of times, like, and that's the thing I actually like about working. That's the one thing that Jesus, Mother Christ. That is the one thing I actually really do like about working out every day, is if I'm having a bad day and I get done with my workout at the end of the day, I feel so much better. Whatever was bothering me, like, doesn't obviously just disappear, but it makes it seem a lot less smaller. My mental clarity, my mental picture on whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm getting annoyed at myself, and I'm getting annoyed at my stand. It clears my mind of the things that don't matter. It helps me change my perspective. It helps me mentally be able to deal with whatever problems I'm having better. It clears out all of the extra noise, I guess you could say. Was that a bird or a ball? Okay, it's a ball. That was a weird question to have to ask. Anyways, I gotta pull up and I gotta go across the street and take care of my neighbor's cat. And then have dinner and then get ready for jiu-jitsu. So, yeah. And we'll talk to you lovely people probably on, I might talk to you tomorrow. We'll see. There's a puppy waiting for me at the door. But definitely on Thursday. I'll talk to you sometime. I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget to thank the veteran. And yeah, see you later, Gators.